Nightmarish scenes coming out of the Los Angeles area right now as 4 wildfires burn and grow there. They forced more than 80,000 evacuations, and authorities say 2 people have already died. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sam Shocker, and so far, 2 of the fastest growing fires have 0% containment, and weather will play a big role today. NBC's Liz Kreutz has been in Malibu all morning.
The winds are picking up here, and I have to tell you, we have been watching what truly has to be described as an apocalyptic scene here overnight, with home after home here in Malibu up in flames. Behind us here, as we're getting a glimpse now with daylight coming up, you can see these coastal beachfront homes just erupting in flames, and this is the scene that we've seen all up and down the Pacific Coast Highway right now. Firefighters have been trying to get a handle of these flames, but they've simply been overwhelmed by the fact that there are multiple fires burning across the region right now. Overnight, there were multiple fires, or 2 ignited in East LA County. One, you see these dramatic videos of people trying to hose down their properties as they're forced to evacuate. There's another one in Altadena where elderly patients are being evacuated from their senior center in their wheelchairs, and a Jewish temple up in flames in Pasadena. All of this coming amid this really intense windstorm here. Yesterday, the Pacific Palisades fire that we're dealing with right now ignited, and we were with the hundreds of people as they tried to get out in bumper-to-bumper gridlock traffic. Some of those people just abandoned their cars to flee on foot. A bulldozer came through to, remove those cars to create a path for first responders. It is an intense, volatile situation right now, and the scariest part about all of this is it is just getting started with these winds just picking up. The worst of it, we're told, still to come as firefighters try to get a handle of all of this.
Wow, Keely, some heartbreaking footage there. How long will those winds stick around? Plus, we want to know about our next expected snowstorm that you teased to earlier. Keely Chalmers from our 9 News Weather Impact team. Keely.
Yeah, first to the West Coast, where we do have red flag warnings in effect. They do expire right around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock this afternoon, so those winds lightening up, relaxing a bit. High wind warning for Southern California and those areas around Los Angeles until about 6 o'clock tonight. So again, it is going to be a day of strong Santa Ana winds, but again, the good news, a little bit of a break to help those firefighters as we head into the evening hours. For us here, we're tracking a storm moving in late tonight into tomorrow morning. The issue with that, some winds as well, not necessarily by any means as strong as the ones in Southern California, but we're certainly going to see some windy conditions as well as snow moving into the metro area. Outside right now, we got beautiful blue skies. It is chilly, 33 degrees at DIA, winds out of the south-southwest, 13 miles per hour. Feels like it's 24, but hey, today is going to be the warm day out of the week with temperatures climbing to about 40 degrees. Current temperatures were in the 20s and 30s across the plains, teens and 20s in the mountains. Taking a live look at our radar, we're quiet. We get a break in between systems, but we're tracking this one to our north and west. That is going to be bringing in increasing clouds, snow to the mountains, and then snow to the metro area tomorrow morning during commute. Today, 40 degrees, mostly sunny skies, our normal high 45, so getting closer to it, 30s to right around 40 across the plains. But let's talk about tomorrow morning. And this is for your commute tomorrow morning between I'd say about 5 and 10 o'clock in the morning. We are expecting a light snow, probably anywhere from about 1/2 inch to 3 inches, and that is going to make for some slick driving once again. So as a result, we are calling for at least the first half of tomorrow to be a weather impact day. With that light snow, we did have some morning fog that has moved out. Also have some mountain snow to talk about as well. More on the snow and possible accumulations coming up in your complete forecast in just a bit.
Keely, thank you. Colorado avalanche experts are visiting the site of the first avalanche death this season. A backcountry skier died yesterday after getting caught and buried in the San Juan Mountains. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center says it happened in Ouray County on Red Mountain number 3, east of Red Mountain Pass in an area locally known as Bollywood. Avalanche Center officials say it was triggered at around 11,300 feet. Police say 2 men stole approximately $5,000 in OxyContin from an Aurora Walgreens last night, but officers tell us technology told them right where the suspected thieves could be found. Aurora police say 2 men took the prescriptions from the Walgreens at Iliff and Tower Road around 6:45 last night. They likely thought they'd gotten away with it, but what they didn't know is the staff had a tracking device tucked in the stash. That tracker told officers the suspects were at a second Walgreens. Police showed up there and the men ran off. Both of them were arrested after a brief foot chase. The driver who hit and killed a 13-year-old boy from Highlands Ranch last March has been sentenced to the harshest sentence that the judge could give. The 13-year-old victim, Alex Metskovich, was on his way to school in a crosswalk with the walk signal on when Ruben Moronis ran a red light. A judge sentenced Moronis to a year in county jail with immediate approval for work release and a $1,000 fine. Alex's mom, Victoria, says the verdict will help ease her pain a little, but she believes there needs to be stronger punishments for cases like these.
Because today defense attorney keeps repeating the word misdemeanor, misdemeanor, like it's something minor. There is nothing minor about human life, nothing minor. And in my opinion, punishment has to be proportional to the outcome of the crash.
Moronis will report to the Douglas County Jail February 2nd. The 2025 Colorado legislative session is now officially underway. Legislators gavelled in this morning. Democrats remain in control of both chambers this session, and party officials say they want to work to bring down costs of living here in Colorado, but they need to cut $500 million from the state budget. They also want to bring back the assault weapons bill that can't seem to pass. Marshall Zellinger will have more on this session's priorities coming up next at 6. Now, another bill we could be talking about later in the session would prevent landlords from using software to set rents. So this comes as a federal lawsuit plays out that accuses landlords of working together to keep rents high. Colorado just joined the government and several other states in this lawsuit, and the Department of Justice accuses 6 property management firms, including Cortland, of using an algorithm to help set rents and then sharing sensitive information with their own competitors to boost profits. Now, this is an amended complaint filed against RealPage, which is a software that uses data to set price points. The Biden administration recently put out a report that claims those kind of algorithms drive up rent by an average of $136 a month in Denver alone. Democrats at the state capitol also want to bring back a bill that would prevent landlords from doing that.
I did not believe, and my co-sponsors didn't believe, that there was any reason to allow the continuing use of this technology that we now know is proven to have artificially led to the inflation of rents.
And last year, moderate Democrats joined Republicans to kill the bill. The bill's opponents argue that landlords should be allowed to use algorithms as long as the data of the algorithms are based on it publicly is made available.